Hey mama, it's Jocelyn here. Welcome to the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I am looking forward to talking about some benefits of nursing with you today. And if you read the title, you know that weight loss is one of those benefits. And some of the things I have learned over having my 5 children and trying to nurse them, I've nursed all of them, but I've supplemented with some, and some I ended up bottle feeding after a time. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the benefits of nursing because I think nursing can be very underrated and almost looked on negatively in our culture. And I want to help try and shift that because of all of the benefits that come with nursing your baby. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, host of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Thanks for joining. So over time, I have learned a lot. And I imagine if you have had a baby, you have learned a lot too. And if you haven't had a baby, this is a great place to be because you can learn a lot from me, who at times had to learn the hard way. My mom didn't nurse her babies for very long, which is fine. So I just didn't know a lot about nursing. In fact, a lot of what I've learned about nursing my babies came from the nurses at the hospital until I did my own research. My first baby came really early, and the nurses in the NICU where I live were actually really encouraging to pumping and doing breast milk. Because he was in the NICU, I could not nurse him for quite a while. But I pumped and then tried to nurse him after. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the benefits of nursing. And that was all just a really long way of telling you that there are a lot of benefits to nursing. And I've learned the hard way that some of those benefits, or it's taking me a long time, unfortunately. But I wanted to start with the first benefit that you probably clicked on this episode for, and that first benefit is weight loss. One of the annoying things that can kind of come with pregnancy is gaining weight, and it can be a little frustrating to have all that extra weight after baby that you now have to lose. But nursing your baby or breastfeeding your baby can help you to lose weight because breastfeeding makes your body burn calories, which helps you lose weight. You can be surprised, or you could be surprised about how it naturally falls off over time as you nurse your babies. And I have found that to be helpful for me. I have found that it does help me lose weight for a while, but then I kind of plateau. But since we're not talking about weight loss, I won't talk about what I do when I hit that plateau, but it will help you, or can help you, lose some of that initial baby weight, which is so helpful and a big reason to do it. There are also 4 other really good reasons that we're going to get into. The next is the nutrition. Breast milk is such great nutrition for the babies. As the baby grows, the mother's breast milk can actually change, and it can change to meet those babies' needs. It is super fascinating. I remember when I watched this or listened to this on a YouTube video, I don't even remember whose video it was, but when they talked about how the breast milk can change, my mind was just blown. Our womanly bodies are perfectly equipped to take care of our babies and to give them the exact nutrition they need as they grow. It is so cool. Do your own research on this if you want to know more about it. It is so fascinating. Okay, the third benefit to breastfeeding or nursing your baby is the protection that it can offer for your baby. Breastfeeding can help protect babies against illnesses and diseases, even short-term and long ones. Like, not long ones, long-term illnesses. I don't know why that came out that way. Sorry about that. Breastfed babies have a lower risk of obesity, of type 1 diabetes, of sudden infant death syndrome, which is also called SIDS, and also a lower risk of asthma. They are also less likely to have ear infections and stomach bugs. And along with that are the antibodies that can also offer protection. The mother's breast milk shares the antibodies from mom to baby. So you're equipping your baby with such good things to help. They help them develop their immune system, and not only their immune system, but a stronger immune system, which can help protect them from illnesses. I know a lot of people get or can be paranoid when they have their baby around someone that is sick. And I used to be as well, especially because I've had a NICU baby. I really worried about that for a time. But then as I've done more research and I have understood how breast milk works, I haven't worried about it as much. And knock on wood, my young babies have not gotten sick. Now, that's not to say that your baby won't get sick, but all that nutrition, all of those antibodies, all of that good, milk gold, is equipping your baby to be a lot more healthy, not just while they're a baby, but long term. So that is the third benefit of breastfeeding. The next benefit, which is one that is so nice, is convenience. I love the convenience of nursing because the milk is always there. There's mostly always the right amount. I remember once when my baby was like pretty newborn, I just got really worried that I wasn't producing enough milk. But there is always enough milk, and as your baby suckles more, the milk production will increase. But anyway, sorry, I'm talking really fast. I must be excited about this. Your milk is always there. It's always ready. It's always the right temperature. And it is so convenient that you don't have to carry warm water. You don't have to figure out how to warm up the bottle. All the things that can come with bottles. The convenience of breastfeeding is so nice. I wrote this line once when I was, I think, with my third baby. And it was, I love the convenience of breastfeeding, but the freedom of the bottle. That is one downfall of nursing, is that you're kind of attached to your baby. But in other episodes or in the future, I feel like I've done an episode on this, but if I haven't, I will. I will share with you how I do both nursing and give my baby a bottle. It is with pumped milk because my baby's stomachs do not tolerate formula very good. So I will go into that, or I will find it and link it in the show notes. And if it's not in the show notes, know that I'll be doing a future episode on that. But it's so convenient to have that. You don't have to worry about it, especially while traveling. It can be a comfort for your babies, and it's just, I don't know. I like the convenience of nursing. Okay, the fifth benefit that can come for nursing is for mom's health. Breastfeeding has a lot of benefits, and we've already talked about one. It's been the weight loss, but breastfeeding can actually reduce mothers' risks of ovarian cancer and of breast cancer. It can also reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. So not only are you losing weight, but you're also doing your body good long term by helping to give it helping it to release the risk. I am stumbling over my words. To release the risk of, or reduce the risk. That's the word. I was like, that's not the right word. Reduce the risk of breast cancer, ovarian cancer, which are some of those womanly cancers that can be very concerning. In fact, one of my sister-in-law passed away from breast cancer. So breastfeeding has so many benefits. If you haven't considered it, I would encourage you to consider it. Now, breastfeeding is not easy. especially at first, and especially with your first baby. It is a big learning curve. It can be very hard to find patience with it, especially when our culture is telling you that formula feeding is better, it's easier, and a lot of people do it, but it is worth it. And these benefits are worth it. Pray about it. Study it out in your mind and in your heart. Do your own research about it to find out if breastfeeding is going to be good for you and for your baby. And if you have done it before, keep doing it. And if you have bottle fed in the past, but you're looking to possibly nurse, please give it a try. It is so worth it and so amazing. And this is actually a bonus tip that just came to my mind. There's something released in the brain called oxytocin when the mother, or I'm pretty sure it's oxytocin. I didn't double fact check that, but there is some type of hormone or chemical that is released when a mother breastfeeds their baby that can help them feel more love. And I actually think this is one of the best things about nursing your baby, is because it just makes you love your baby. It really is amazing to have those moments of connectivity where you just look at your baby as you nurse them or right after you nurse them and you're like, oh, I just love you. And it's because of that chemical or hormone that is released that I've heard it called the love hormone. And I think it not only helps you love your baby, but it also helps you love your kids. Now, you will still love your kids if they're bottle fed, and you will still take care of them. That's fine. Nonetheless, that is another powerful motivator for me in nursing my babies, is to feel more love for them, to feel more of that motherly, womanly love that comes from my body helping to nurse and feed my baby. It is pretty amazing. Now, I know we didn't talk much about pregnancy today, but my morning sickness mini course is in the show notes. My website is full of resources, free resources, and paid resources to help you through pregnancy. And I hope that you're just studying and learning so much during this pregnancy to help you in the season of nursing, or to help you decide what's going to be best for you. Is it going to be bottle or breast? I wanted to sum up the 5 things that I talked about with that bonus tip. The first benefit of breastfeeding your baby is weight loss for mom. The second tip is nutrition for baby. The third tip is protection for baby against diseases and illnesses. The fourth tip was the convenience of nursing. And the fifth tip was it's also good for mom's health. And the bonus tip was that love hormone. Look into these. Do your own research, like I say. But I highly recommend giving it a try. You are amazing, and having these children and bringing them into this world is a sacrifice. It's not always easy, but God is there to help you through. And when you feel like you can't do it, when you don't know where to turn to Him. Turn to Him in prayer. Turn to Him in scripture study. And allow Him to help you enlighten your mind, to help you through this tough season. And seek out the people and the resources that can help you. You got this, Mama. I'm cheering for you. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you in a positive pregnancy, in losing that stubborn baby weight, and becoming the mom you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday mom life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.